Behold one of Honda's newest attempts to get you off the couch and into motorcycling, the NC700S. A couple of weeks ago, we sampled this puppy's littermate, the NC700X. It sports pretty much the same platform or running gear as the more naked S, only it's been repurposed to satisfy the adventurous side of your personality. As for the 700S, this liquid-cooled 670cc runner has been designed from the ground up to be the perfect starting platform for all your motorcycle fantasies. Looking for a great user-friendly commuting tool? The NC700S sports a fuel-injected power plant that's reported to sip fuel, while the engine's forward-canted parallel twin cylinders definitely lowers the bike's center of gravity, helping to make it nimble in city traffic. For longer trips, this Honda has a really nice upright riding position, with plenty of leg room and arm reach to let you move around in the saddle. And the combined braking system with ABS will slow you down quick, should traffic suddenly come to a halt out on the freeway. So with that little introduction complete, I'll let longtime viewer and Harley owner Mark Campbell pick up the story. So Mark, a little bit of a rough start to the day today. We had to get you on the phone and remind you that you were coming out to do this. You caught up with us, but you didn't even know you were riding this NC700. What did you think when you first saw it?
Well, first of all, it was great that I got the reminder phone call, and even though I was behind on the schedule, I soon caught up because it's an easy bike to hop on.
Yeah.
It was there waiting for me, key in it, and no hesitation to hop on and ride. And the engine talked to me quite well. Mm-hmm. Like, took me a while to determine where the RPM was on it because it's a digital readout.
Right.
Not really more used to a dial.
Yeah.
But the engine, I could just feel when it needed to shift.
Yeah.
It was good.
I know when I first rode it, my impression was just how smooth that engine is and how quiet everything is. What was your impression of the engine?
Very quiet, and yet at the same time too, on the RPMs with the shifting of gears, I could tell when to shift. I mean, and I guess that's the case with a lot of bikes. But
right.
On that note, really the instrumentation is not in the line of sight. Mm-hmm. So it's good that it does talk that way to you.
Yeah.
So that you can you can shift without looking down too much.
Right. Now it is a 700. It's a twin. So was there enough horsepower, enough power, or what?
There is torque in all ranges really too. So gearing down going through town, if I wasn't, it still had it. Like it didn't chug along. So that was a nice power band.
In the sort of category of confidence inspiring for those entry-level intermediate riders, nice brakes, linked braking, easy clutch. So, how did you find it stopping and shifting?
Really sensitive to the braking, had to get used to it, but once I did get used to it, it was there to stop me. And so in turn, that speed that it gets up to,
mm-hmm.
You can stop. The maneuverability of turning some of the country roads we were on today and we were doing U-turns, easy to turn, like some of those country roads are just a lane and a half wide.
Correct.
And easy to do a U-turn on it. And I was aggressively approaching a really tight corner, and I thought, I'm gonna take this corner without braking. Mm-hmm. But nerves got the best of me and I felt I better tap the brake a bit. But leading up to that, I had that confidence.
How did you find it as far as the riding position? You said it took a while to sort of find your niche, but once you did? Yeah,
mirrors are great, good visibility on both mirrors. Again, I felt I was sort of snuggled up to the storage compartment here mm-hmm.
To
get the right riding position. But in the end, that was all right because the foot pegs were in the right position at that point,
yeah.
Where versus riding back here, it wasn't the right position.
You mentioned the instrumentation. You were looking around for a tachometer. So tell me about what information you did get. What did you think of this?
Of course, I could see the kilometers per hour, and that's a nice, easy readout. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I did figure out the band, the band where the RPM is here. I did eventually figure that out, but really didn't need to use it based on the engine sound and the engine feel.
Yeah. What did you think about this engine compartment? What did you think of this idea?
Well, I'm not a person to actually store my helmet on a bike. I have the comfort that people won't take my helmet if I even leave it on the foot peg or whatever. But great for today's things that we may be carting around with. If you are on the open road, you know, whether it's your iPad or great storage, and yet at the same time too, no saddlebags, but big cavity there for lots of, or a sweater on these fall days or spring days to throw in to keep you warm.
So Mark, what did you think of the bike in terms of its appearance, its fit and finish?
In typical Honda fashion, fit and finish really is not really a question. They seem to always, they do it right. The profile of it, the blend of the frame with the colors is a knockout, really. So much so that I popped into a gas station, and while I was in there, of course I was in gear, and got asked, "Is that your 700 out there?" So it caught some looks.
Right. So somebody was paying attention.
That's right.
So I ask everybody this when we're done the interview. It's like, who would really appreciate owning a motorcycle or get the most from a motorcycle like this?
Great bike for going to and from work every day. So a commute bike. Not so sure of the long haul across country. Another great place for it to be would be the college student who needs transportation. It's for the economical fuel efficiency that it gives, and the fun ride that it gives.
Right.
And the storage compartment to take your homework in.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So great for the university college student.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is maybe run around, do a little errands, stuff some stuff in there, or running back and forth to school, get your laptop in there. Just an easygoing, have fun motorcycle.
Yeah, and easy fun, easy going, and have your independence.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great job, Mark.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thanks again for making it out here.
Pleasure.